For more than a month now, Nigeria is still wallowing in scarcity regarding petrol and aviation fuel. While petrol scarcity is gradually easing and long queues at filling stations disappearing in some states, the situation regarding aviation fuel is still grim. The Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, has asked, or tasks, I should say, the federal government to treat scarcity of petrol and aviation fuel as a national emergency. The NLC President, Ayuba Wabba, said there's a limit to how long the people can endure the current hardship occasioned by the scarcity of the products. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, but the spokesman for the president said that we've had scarcity before, so it's not a big deal.
There must be scarcity again.
And scarcity is part of life. So where do you run to? Because you're asking the people who have shown clearly that they don't really give a rat's behind about what happens to you to solve problems that they created themselves. I was in Ibadan for the better part of last week, and I was joking with some people in government that how are you going to get to Abuja now to go and get your monthly money?
And
the man said they will drive. I said, good luck with that, because you're now providing more targets for those who own the roads. It is that bad. Lagos Ibadan is supposed to be the A1. That's the first road in Nigeria.
Oh yeah.
That's the name A1. When they are moving capital from Lagos, you assume that there will be a road linking Lagos to Abuja. Maybe not directly, but in such a way that 6, 7, 8 hours, in safety and comfort, they can get to Abuja. Now, this is where the business is. Abuja is where the power is. The fuel that they use is out of the roof. To go to Abuja now, you require nothing less than 100,000 naira. Minimum wage is still 30. That means somebody will have to spend 3 months and 2 weeks salary to go to Abuja. No.
The man who earns the minimum wage must curtail the number
so
of trips.
He's now left at the mercy of the roads. We have no rail system linking Lagos and Abuja. I'm using Lagos and Abuja as an example because I know in some countries in Africa, from Mombasa to Nairobi, 500 kilometers, one straight road, deliberately. So if you are coming from the airport, you are going to come to the capital, only one road links the two. Lagos to Abuja is not really that far. You cannot have one road dedicated. Like I said, it doesn't have to be one road. There could be links along the way to make sure everything comes together. But right now, the only thing we rely on to get to Abuja is to fly. And now it's getting out of hands. Because somebody told me in one of these local airlines that there is no way they will fly next week because they run out of aviation fuel.
Wow.
That even their suppliers have run out of aviation storage. That's how bad things are.
Adekunle, mine is with 4 refineries that have become crippled, deliberately crippled, and then as a number 6, we're told number 6 crude oil producer on the planet, we're still yoking by choice.
Yes, by choice. I love that word. And that's why we keep questioning our leaders that are they in office because of themselves or because of the people? Forget what they say. I've never seen any genuine action from government to show that they actually want to solve, the fuel, crisis we've been facing. The best solution to this, refine fuel in Nigeria. If we borrow money to do this, to do all that, what of our refineries, 4 refineries? This government is holding off in office to have built refineries. You don't have to do the Dangote size. But the ones you met on the ground, and this is a government that really understood the problems before it came in. So nobody can convince me against that. So why is it difficult to solve the problems? It's only one solution. Refine locally. And that doesn't require rocket science if there is genuine interest.
Yeah.
Now, doesn't government love to, punish the victims of their own failure? That is to say, the people, they will say, okay, increase the prices of fuel, remove some subsidy. We don't need all these discussions. Fix the refineries, build more, then everything will fizzle out. But because
But hold on, licenses were awarded, approved for people to erect. What do you call it? Modular refinery. And so my question is, how come till date nothing has happened?
I hope you watch what is happening in River State, what they call modular refineries, things that will destroy everybody. You see what is happening. So refinery is not something you can give to anyhow. You have to. But when you see what is happening in places like Delta, Rivers, and all that, in fact, Governor Wike had to turn to an activist, leading, security men into the swamp, into everywhere, because he had.
You don't think that was
That's not a solution. That is adding to the problems.
Yeah.
The solution is not a rocket science to build refineries. Any government that is serious enough, that truly loves the people, not liars, will do it within 4 years.
All right. I don't think GD is happy about this development, because I am not.
He cannot be happy. I trust him.
He cannot be. GD, so you cannot be happy.
Oh, well, you don't expect me to. You don't expect me to be happy when airlines that used to buy aviation fuel at 190 naira per liter are now paying between 670 naira per liter and 700 naira per liter. I mean, the difference is so huge that it certainly will impact on their profit margins. And the danger in allowing this to go on is that when airlines become desperate to make profit so that they can pay salaries and other commitments, so a lot of them are indebted to banks, then they may begin to cut corners. When they begin to cut corners, then the safety of travelers by air will be compromised.
Yeah.
Many people have warned about that we must do our best to ensure that this does not go on. The suspicion is that there are some people who are hoarding aviation fuel, making it scarce and expensive so that they can make money. But they are putting the lives of the rest of us in danger. There's no way that airlines can survive on about 700 naira per liter of aviation fuel. And we must not also get to the point where we will begin to see adulterated aviation fuel. Aviation fuel is not sold anywhere except in the airport, in the vicinity of the airport.
Yeah.
So if it gets to the point that aviation fuel is now being hawked in jerry cans, then what it means is that some of it could get adulterated. And if you fly an airplane with adulterated aviation fuel, chances are that the airplane will come down. We don't want to see any calamity in our land. The enemies of the Nigerian state, who are putting all kinds of mystery, who are inviting all kinds of mystery on our country, they need to be identified and properly dealt with. I listened to one of the officials of government, one of the regulators, saying that they have enough aviation fuel in circulation. I don't know why people speak in this manner, something that is so evident. You come and lie to Nigerians the same way you claim that you had 1.7 billion liters of premium motor spirit, yet scarcity persists. I still see queues in Abuja. So what do? We have to be more serious in this country. We have to deal decisively with those fat cats who are bent on making money out of the rest of us. But just as my colleagues have said, if we had functional refineries, this whole problem would not have happened, because now oil in the international market, the price is going up rapidly. It means that because we are so dependent on importation, then the landing cost here will also keep going up. And for product that is not subsidized, no one can even know where the price will eventually stop. Because even diesel now, is sold at between 540 to 600 naira per litre. How can companies survive on this? Companies that depend on diesel for electricity generation, even those who are building roads, they need diesel to fire their caterpillars, to fire their equipment. How do they survive? It could eventually also lead to even abandonment of projects. So we have all kinds of problems. Nobody is saying build a giant refinery. I've heard people describe Dangote's refinery as the biggest in the world, the largest in the world. Of course, this is a fallacy, because the largest refinery in the world is in India, and it is a 1.240 million barrels a day refinery. Dangote's refinery is just 650,000 barrel capacity. So how can it even be the largest in the world? It's not even in the top 5. Nobody is saying build something that big, but at least we should be able to build refineries to save us the pain and the cost, I mean the foreign exchange that we are expending on bringing in refined products. That has to happen. If it doesn't happen in the life of this government, at least the incoming administration should make that a priority. That is the only way that we can solve this problem.
All right. Thank you. GKB and Adekunle, one statement I take from Jide is the fact that some folks find it very, very convenient to hoard just to make quick money. And many of them are so rich, all they have are so poor, all they have is money.
Because we lack payment for actions. There are no consequences. When we have this bad fuel, it's been over 2 months. Remember what the government said? That they're going to fish out and punish those.
Oh, okay, please.
And then nothing happened.
We'll do it. That's for another day.